All right, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be starting us off tonight in our amazing weekly event. We actually hop on a few times through the week and just share about an amazing program and product that we've come across, and we just love sharing our results, literally. So for me, I found this amazing program, product and opportunity 2.5 years ago. It's definitely flown by, but I was one of those mums that was working full-time with kids in full-time care, trying to be superwoman at everything, and wasn't coping with that. So very quickly, I felt like I wasn't being a good enough mum, wasn't being a good enough wife, wasn't being a good enough in my new job, which was a promotion in a new job. I'd been with the government for 11 years when I found this. And I had the guilt, big time guilt, putting my kids into childcare, them getting sick, me nursing them back to health, putting them into childcare too quickly. And then also what was happening was my immune system was working overhaul to keep fighting off all the bugs they were bringing home. And I started to get really sick, mentally and physically. Something needed to change. And I totally got lost in who I was, what I was doing, because I was stretched between too many roles. So this opportunity came up on Facebook. It was health, it was wellness, it was whole foods, work on your own terms. It was family friendly. Just a whole lot of my values were jumping out of the screen at me saying, you've got to check this out. And it all sounded too good to be true, and I was super skeptical. I've owned a traditional business myself, so I had many questions around that. But I reached out to this girl that I never met before, and that's what I did. I asked her 100 questions. And she slowly answered those. But then it came back to that, the original bit, which, from a recording I watched, about a program which I'd never heard of, and around a product called Juice Plus. All right. And that's when I got excited, because literally I had been researching this 3 months ago and I'd forgotten about it, or 3 months prior, for my husband, not for me, because I'm that crazy woman that loves to juice and smooth and eat the 3 to 5 meals of fruit and vegetable every day. Didn't think I needed anything else. I was, pride. I'm like, I don't need anything else. I eat plenty. But clearly I needed something else. All right, so I thought, what the hell? My husband needs it. He eats meat, potato, white pie, pasta, white rice. He definitely needs it. Massive gap to bridge. And that's what Juice Plus was all about. It's been around for over 40 years, so definitely not a new fad or anything like that. It is a product designed around bridging the gap between what you are eating, what you should be eating, and what you nutritionally require, which is different for each and every one of us. All right, Juice Plus is all about inspiring healthy living around the world, and if that doesn't get you in, I don't know what will. But our hero product is literally fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. Super simple, but that's it. Fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. A variety of 27 plus fruits, vegetables, and berries. Nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, just the best parts of fruits and vegetables. It's cellular nutrition, micronutrients into your body. Our body is made up of thousands of cells, and this just gets in there, pushes out the bad ones, and gets in there and goes to work with the good ones, which is pretty amazing. And that is obviously going to be different in each and every one of us. We all absorb nutrients differently, and how our body's going to go to work with nutrients is different between each and every one of us. What my son draws from an apple is going to be very different to what I draw from an apple. And so for me, that was eating all those fruits and vegetables. Why do I need to take this? I'm eating fruits and vegetables. But, for an orange, for instance, 80% of the nutrients is in the peel. I don't eat the peel, all right? But the fruits and vegetables that go into these are only grown for Juice Plus, so they get to be vine ripened, so they're at their highest cellular nutrition. Our fruits and vegetables that we eat aren't. They're picked before prime ripening, because that's when we like to eat them. They're nice and crunchy, they're nice and tasty, they're nice and firm. They've got various sprays, waxes, and chemicals on them, because they've got a big journey to get to our supermarkets. We purchase them, we peel them, pip them, cook them. There goes half the nutrients. All right, this doesn't. Our farms are 3 generations old. They get to vine ripen. There's no sprays, waxes, or chemicals involved, because our factories are co-located. Our produce is taken in, it's washed, it's cleaned, it goes through a beautiful slow pulping process where all the liquids remove, coincidentally the sugar, which is awesome. Then it goes through a cooling process, not a heating process, to turn it into its powder form, and then it's capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian capsules. Pretty cool. All right, so each one of those has a beautiful variety inside of them, and grapes, raspberries, bilberries, all those beautiful things just in this blend here. They've all got their own beautiful nutritional value, but them putting them together works so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. And I love the fact that I can read that on the label and I know what they are. I don't need a dictionary or a thesaurus to figure out what half the ingredients are, which was the case with my synthetic and my artificial multivitamins and things I was taking in the past, which my body didn't recognise, which I noticed in my wee but didn't realise that was the cause. And who else has seen that fluorescent wee and thought they were dehydrated? That was literally your body excreting what it doesn't recognise. This is just fruits, vegetables and berries. Your body knows it, loves it and works with it, which is pretty cool. The other thing is there's no warning label on here. If you can eat the bilberry, the apple, you know, the broccoli, all those cool fruits and vegetables, this is safe. And it doesn't counteract your other medications. So it's just food. You're just eating food, which is pretty amazing. So that's, like I said, micronutrients, gets in the body, gets all your organs, everything running more opulently. All right. When that starts happening, we normally find we have more energy. We sleep better. And then it goes to work on inflammation. So inflammation could show up in your skin, psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, joint inflammation, arthritis, kidney, liver health, IBS. We really don't know until you get it into your body. It's just a very, very clever way to bridge the gap. Like I said, it's not designed to replace a healthy diet. It's just there to bridge the gap. Fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. Pretty cool. A couple of the other things that I love about it is we come under Whole Foods. We're the most popular or most spent, therefore, product under Whole Foods, and it's the most heaviliest researched product on the market. As Linda would say, planet, which is pretty cool. And I love the research because we have some studies going on at the moment, and when any adult actually takes the capsules, they can sponsor a child for free for 4 years. Pretty amazing. So buy one, get one for free, literally. The kids can either have the fruit and vegetable capsule or they can have it in a chew form. And it's the same powder that goes into the capsule. They've just kept some of the natural juices from the fruits and vegetables along with some all-natural plant-based tapioca and made it into a chew for the kids. So they get an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables daily. That's crazy. No parent can do that. I don't care how clever you are. And for a parent, when we're always, you know, are we doing the right thing? Are we getting enough into their bodies? Give them their chews and you are bulletproof. I mean, you're not bulletproof from all the bugs. They're still going to get different things, but they're probably going to recover quickly, have a stronger immune system. The results are showing in that study that kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior, all these really cool things. So I love the chews. I mean, I love the trio as well. But then you've still got to eat, all right? And that's where we struggle, all right? That's where our downfall is because we've got such busy lifestyles. We resort to pre-ready-made meals, takeaway, all those crazy things. But we do have these amazing complete macro powders. These have come in 2 yummy flavours, chocolate and vanilla, and they have over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, 18 of which are superfood, so super cool. So, you know, got some natural sugar in there as well, equivalent to a banana. So if you make any green smoothie, taste great, which is awesome, easier to swallow. And then you've got beautiful products in there, produce in there from like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, chickpea, quinoa, all these crazy stuff in there, and they still taste good. I remember tasting so many shakes over the years, and they still tasted like powder and they tasted horrible. These are giving you your plant-based protein, complex carbohydrates, fiber, and like I said, the superfoods are in there as well. You've got vitamin B, vitamin D, complex vitamin B niacin, which helps again with anxiety and depression. So we see huge results with that too. These are 1,000 times better for all you mummies out there that have been living on toast and coffee. All right, these are great for pre and post workout. They're great for that sugar fix in the afternoon for you or for the kids, and they're great for you to keep in your handbag so you're not resorting to convenience. So I love them. They're always in my bag, and we go through a lot of these a month between me and the kids, that's for sure. Then there was just one more gap that Juice Plus felt that they needed to bridge, because we're not about throwing a whole lot of products at you. We literally have 4 and 1 is for the kids, but it's just about bridging the gap. You know, nutrition's getting harder. We all know our world is getting sicker, not healthier. So, and like, you know, 3 to 4, when we come to serves of vegetables, government states 2 and 3, and we are struggling with that. It's less than 5% of adults able to do that. Science is suggesting 9 to 13. If you could do that with these products, why wouldn't you consider just having more fruits and vegetables? But the other item is omega. We've been resorting to fish for omega, well, all of my life anyway. And let's face it, we're getting less and less fish, and fish don't generate omega themselves. They actually resort to algae. They eat algae to get the omega. So Juice Plus have created a beautiful all-plant omega, skip the fish, got the algae in there, tomato, raspberry, sea buckthorn, beautiful things in a beautiful capsule. And so this is helping with your heart, brain, joint inflammation, eyes, pregnancy, skin, all again in a convenient capsule. We've only had this for like 2 years, but we're seeing massive results with that also. And it's just obviously vegan, vegetarian friendly. So the vegetarians, vegans, they've all got something they can take now. With all our other products, of course, are the same, because even our capsules are all plant-based, which is pretty awesome. But what I also love is we've got an amazing program to back this product, okay? Because you've still got to eat, and that's where we struggle. You know, we want to make that health change, but we just don't know how to do it. So we've got meal plans. We've got meal plans. We've got 7 ebooks. We've got an absolute kick-ass 8-week shred to help you really get things happening. A meal planning, inspiration, motivation, workouts from home. We've got all these amazing tools in our Juicy Body Transformation, created by a group of people from different professions, different ways of life, I guess, but headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist. She's a mum of 2. And she has put over 250 recipes in our program. So it's deprivation free. It's not a diet, okay? It's all the things that you normally want and crave, but it's the healthy version of it. It makes being in the kitchen fun. They're quick, they're convenient. They help the kids understand that rainbow effect, and it gets results. And that's where we're at now. Let's hear some amazing results from this program and product. So I'm going to grab Candice and Magda straight after, and they're going to share how Juice Plus came into their lives, what results they've had so far, and why they love sharing it.
Hi, Jana. Thanks for letting me share. So I'm a stay-at-home mum of 2 children. Before Juice Plus, I was really quite unwell. I had a lot of stuff going on in my body. Quite a long list of things actually, and I also suffered postnatal after the birth of my first child, so that is going on now probably about 6 years. Also, the inflammation that was in my body was dermatitis, IBS, fibromyalgia, and one of the biggest inflammations that I had within my body was endometriosis. So all of these combined together, really, my health really suffered. And although only the dermatitis was you could see that, all of the other inflammations within my body were internal. So I was suffering a lot inside. So this was my digestion, my physical, my emotional health as well. It just all had a really bad effect on my whole entire well-being, my family, my friends, my social life, everything. When I sort of started the product, I was really excited about starting the product, about wanting to get all the energy that everybody was getting. And I did get that, which was, you know, as a mum, as a stay-at-home mum who looks after their kids, you get a lot of broken sleep, and that really has a really bad effect on your day as well. But 2 years now into the product, I'm now inflammation, pain and medication free. So this has just been an unbelievable, absolutely magical change for my health and well-being, for myself and my family. I'll never not be on this product. It's just as simple as fruit and veg, and it's completely changed my life 150%, if I can say. So I'm just excited about sharing it and wanting to change the health of anyone that suffers from any of these inflammations, but also to encourage them to just make, you know, simple changes towards their health, which really can be life-changing. Thanks, Jana.
Thanks, mate. That's awesome. And I'm just going to grab Mags as well, and she's going to also share her story.
Thanks, Jana. Hi, my name's Magda, and I'm a single mama of 2 kids. When I came across the product, what really attracted me was the extra energy, and at the time I wanted to lose the baby weight. About a month into it, I saw such a difference. You know, I used to get to 8:30 at night, and I'd be really tired, and I'd get really frustrated because this would be my time for myself. But I was just too tired and I'd have to go to bed. But 4 weeks in, I started to get the energy. The program was really good because it was family friendly, and I ended up losing about 8 kilos doing the program, which was great. I was getting lots more energy. I also got the benefits of, my skin clearing up. I didn't have such bad rosacea, and also not having the sick days and having to take time off work. And my daughter suffered from eczema really badly. So I think about a month in, her eczema got really, really bad from taking the chews. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's happening? I thought it was going to help the inflammation, but really it was just her body, getting rid of everything and detoxing and everything else like that. And about 2 months in, her eczema started clearing up, and she hasn't had any eczema since then, which was pretty good because, I didn't want to do all the steroid creams and everything else like that. And, the kids are also having less days off school and kinder. They used to get chest infections, ear infections and everything. And for about 2 years, both kids haven't had to have antibiotics or anything like that. So it's been quite awesome. As Candice was saying, I'll be on the product for life. It's changed my family's life, really.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you. Two amazing, very different but wonderful shares. And like I said, it affects everyone differently. And the fact that this is safe for the kids, I forgot to say, it's also safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding. I mean, how many products do we change through and foods do we stop eating and then start taking again because of pregnancy? But this is all safe for that, which is really wonderful. I'm just going to hand it over to Debs now, and she's going to start chatting to us a little bit about the opportunity and the business that comes aligned with the amazing products Juice Plus.
Hi ladies, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jana, and thanks Candice and Magda. They were amazing stories. I've not heard your product stories before, but I love hearing that it's helping you guys and especially you kids. So I'm really passionate about the business side of things because that's probably where I've seen the most improvement in my life. I guess I'd like to start with sharing a little bit about my story and how it came to be that I am in this incredible team. I'm a hotel manager, and I've been in the industry of in the hospitality industry my whole working career, so about 25 years. And although there's a lot of fun and lots of great people to meet in hospitality, there's actually a lot of time away from my family. And I have 2 kids who are now 16 and 12, and I've been married to my lovely husband for 22 years. And that whole time I've been very part-time as a mum and as a wife. So with every minute I spent trying to build my career as a hotel manager, I was just taking away from my babies and my husband. And I had convinced myself that that was okay. I'd convinced myself and them that that was just the way it needed to be for me to be able to provide us the life that I thought that we could enjoy. And now 16 years later, my daughter's talking about moving out, and I wasn't there for her first steps or her first words. And I really, that it just never gets any easier to think about that. And now I guess it's not about me so much anymore. It's definitely about us and how I can't get that time back. But time is what I'm chasing now, and I've always chased, the big dreams and the big money, but really it's just time. So this business, when I first came across it, was really organic. My cousin shared it with me for the product initially because my husband was having some health issues. The product is incredible and it's helped us in so many ways, but when I saw the business, what it did was open my eyes to an opportunity to be a mum and a wife. And I never ever had that put in front of me before. I just thought that going to work for 70 hours a week was the normal and it was the necessary. And I thought that I was looking to fill my bank account, but actually now I just want to fill our home with love and with time together. And so when I saw that I could do more than just be a publican, I said yes. I'm really grateful I had the courage to look at it, but I did have some questions. I have to tell you that after 22 years or 25 years pouring beers, I thought that I knew it all, but this is a little bit different. So I had some questions, and the first question was kind of around how the business really worked, because I'd been in one company for so long, and I guess all companies are based like in traditional business, they're all kind of structured the same way. And so I was lucky because I had some cool people in my team like Jana and Jay who could answer my questions for me. But in the tavern where I work, it's a bit like this. And so this is the owner up here. He's the CEO. Great guy. Worked for him for a long time. But when I started, I was only 17. I was a little waitress down the bottom. I didn't know where I was going in life, but I knew I loved people and I knew I loved to help and look after people. So the hospitality industry suited me that way. It didn't take me long to work through a couple of the management levels, and I got, to bar waitress, from bar waitress up to manager and shift manager and duty manager. And then all of a sudden I got to the very elite position of the general manager of the hotel. It only took me 22 short years. Along the way, all of these beautiful people that I got to work with and I fell in love with down the bottom, they ended up not being my friends anymore because I had to kind of step over them, outdo them and outshine them or reprimand them, and you don't want to be getting up your friends. But anyway, so here I am up here and I can't go any further unless the owner sells me the pub or I, win the lotto and buy it. I really have no chance of taking that, and I don't want it either, to be honest, because I've seen over the years, I've seen the stress that comes with being an owner, and I've seen the millions of dollars that it's cost him to have that privilege. But so, it's not it's not much fun either way. But what I guess I saw when I started Juice Plus, firstly, it didn't cost me millions to be a business owner. It cost me $165. We all start down here just as I did when I was fresh-faced 17-year-old waitress. But I started down here with doctors and nurses and school teachers and stay-at-home mums and people out of the service industry, and I worked with them, and instead of stepping over them, I linked arms with them. And what happened was we didn't have to outdo each other. We just had to work together, and we got to go to the next level together. And then there's other levels in this, and then at the top, instead of one person getting to the CEO position, we have a company who likes to have as many people as possible at the top, and that's national marketing director. So there's infinite possibilities for all of us to do that. And that's one of the things that really probably was the most exciting for me, is that because I do like to help people, I got to help them instead of having to outshine them. The other thing is that I've got lots of beautiful people in my life that I've met over the years, but I didn't want to have to bug them and hound them, and I didn't know how I was going to do this business without doing that. But Jay showed me that all I had to do was love on a couple of people and show them what excited me, and there was plenty that was exciting me about this business and the opportunity. And I just shared that with my beautiful brother, Al, because he's like me and he's working in the corporate industry and he's working really hard to try and provide for his family. And I didn't want him to be stressed. I see what stress does to people and how sick it can make you. So I shared it with him, and I also shared it with a girlfriend at work, Priscilla, who was a single mum, and she had a couple of kids that she's worked really hard to support. So along the way, Al showed it with a couple of his FIFO mates who have to be away from their family week in and week out, which was really tough. And then Priscilla showed it with her daughter, who was working 3 jobs at the time, and she was only 20, but she had this passion for living and passion for travel. So, so all of a sudden everyone had a little skin in the game, but had a few people in their life that they could think of that this might help. And so instead of me having to go out and show all these people, I just had to share it with a couple of people I loved, and then they did that, and then those people did that. And so what happened is all of a sudden, organically, my business has turned into this amazing empire of people who just get to share what they're excited for. So they were a couple of the questions that I had, and they were really quickly answered, which put my mind at ease. And now, instead of seeing myself at 70 working 70 hours, I see myself retiring much younger. It's been an incredible journey of personal development, and I've met some amazing people. In 2 short years, I've done more in this last couple of years than I could have ever hoped to have done in the 20 years I've been in hospitality. So that's why I love it, and I'm really thankful that you guys were here to listen, and I hope that you have, if you've got these questions, that you can get them answered too. Thanks, Jans.
Awesome, thank you. I'm dreading my children getting to that age. I didn't think yours were anywhere near that age, Debs. I'd be crying and be like that too. I can't believe that one of your girls is on that journey already. It's crazy to think that. So that was amazing. You got to hear a bit of Deb's story as well through that. So now I'm just going to touch on the fun bit, which is the money. I mean, that's all fun. Honestly, we don't have a day where we don't want to do this. It's just really exciting. If anything, it's a little bit addictive because we love helping people, and we're constantly, and the relationships. This is a relationship avenue. Obviously, this business is literally a self-development course disguised as a business, but the relationships you get, the connection, the self-development is massive. But how we do get paid is pretty cool. We can share this in over 27 countries, have friends all over the world, have excuses to travel, more people to see. But here in Australia and New Zealand, we're on the same business plan, and I reckon it's the best out of the lot. But we do get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit, commission, which builds up what we call our residual income, or that beach money. So that's constantly building and growing in the background. But what we like to touch on is the bonuses, because there is an incentive to help you grow your business strong and wide from day dot. And look, not everybody wants to come in like a lot of people just can come in and be our beautiful customers, and that's what we want. We want to help them with this amazing product. But then a lot of people see the value in this amazing opportunity too. Get the product cheaper, have a holiday fund, have a shoe fund, whatever. It's just an amazing avenue for you to get that extra income, or it could be the vehicle to really change your life. So as Deb said, we come in at our starting position, which we call virtual franchise, and we help you get to DVF in the first 10 to 30 days. And even if you do it in the first 10 days, Juice Plus will throw you a little bonus just for doing that as well. But the first big bonus that's on the table is a $400 bonus. And that's for Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. Take no notice of the crazy names, but it probably means you've introduced the business to maybe 1 or 2 people. But what also happens here is the teacher bonuses click in also. So the person that's mentoring and coaching you get someone that's linked to you for life when you start this business, but you get a whole team and tribe behind you to back you and support you, which is awesome too. But that teacher gets a $400 bonus for helping you do so. The next one is sales coordinator. Probably means you've introduced the business to maybe 3 to 6 people, and you've got a team growing underneath them, which is really beautiful. And you're starting to find your path, your niche, your group. And that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. The next one is senior sales coordinator. You probably introduced the business maybe to 8 to 12 people, and you've probably got another 30 odd underneath them. And that's a $1,200 bonus to you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And this is where things really do change, because you've got all these people that you've introduced this amazing business to. You've got this beautiful residual income growing in the background. You might not have hit all these promotion bonuses, but you've got the avenue to get all these teacher bonuses by helping these 10 to 12 people that you introduce the business to hit some of these goals. You want to keep them hot on your heels. Some of them will pass you. Some of them will just be happy, sitting in SDVF or SC, and you just love them where they're at, which is awesome, because there's no pressure on you to do anything in this business. It's totally up to you what you want to create. So I'm just going to bring that to life a little bit also, and Sandra's going to share how the business came into her life, what exciting things have happened so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Okay. Hi, guys. Thank you, Jana. Juice Plus came into my life like 3 years ago. I was a stay-at-home mom of my 4-year-old son at the time. I wasn't really looking for anything, but when Lauren introduced us to the business, the product makes sense straight away, but not the business, because I didn't think I could do this kind of business. I never done any business before. I was just, a worker. So, I never thought I could do it. And I was very shy and lack of confidence. So I still said yes, because I wanted to have the products cheaper. And inside myself, I really wanted to grow as a person. So lucky I said yes, because I wanted to grow, and I wanted to contribute to the household and still be a stay-at-home mom. Thank God, I said yes to the business, because with the personal development that we get with the business, my confidence and my belief has increased enormously. My business has expanded as well, to the point where we have more time, together with my family, and be able to travel more, which we love. Recently, we just came back from a 7-week stay in South Korea to pick up our second 2-year-old daughter that we just adopted, and we stayed there for 7 weeks to finalize the adoption. So happy that my 6-year-old son could come, and my husband too, and be able to just stay there for the whole time. That made a really, really good trip. I just love also the flexibility that we get, with the business. I could do this business, when I was in Korea. It has grown even more. Even if I wasn't, in Australia, which, I love that it's all around 27 different countries. I just love be able to help so many people, achieve the goals too, health-wise or financial. And I'm loving the friendship that we get through this business. Without this business, I wouldn't be able to meet so many people, so many beautiful people everywhere, which is amazing. Just that is very rewarding, and the financial is a plus for sure.
Yeah, you're amazing. And your story, like with the kids and everything, and we've been watching your story and your journey, and it's just been so wonderful to watch. Thank you so much for sharing.
No, thank you, Jan.
In the vault. So it's amazing. Obviously, you've heard a bit about my story, a bit about Deb's and a couple of other girls with their product and an opportunity. But honestly, it's different for everybody. For me now, I've replaced my wage. I've got my kids out of childcare. I'm a present mum, which I never thought possible. I thought I was going to work until retirement, which we all seem to think that's a normal tradition. Miss out on those special moments with our kids, and just retire to live that last 10, 15 years of my life. Who wants to do that when there's amazing opportunities out like this one that can make you, do many other things? So, I'm going to travel Australia. I'm going to retire my hubby before he's 42. And it's so doable, which is pretty cool. The next one's QNMD. Probably introduce the business to a good sort of 16 to 25 people, and you've probably got a good 70 to 100 odd people in your team now. So you're definitely attracting the right people, and people are starting to see what this can really do, whether it's with their health or whether it's with this amazing opportunity. That's a $1,500 bonus for you, and a $1,500 bonus with your teacher. Geez, my writing's getting a bit crazy. And top position NMD. That's a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money, and you yourself are on around $100,000 a year. All right. I don't want you to think we're all about money, because we're definitely not. But you know what? Money is definitely energy. It means the power for you to help more people, get you in a place where you can help your family more and yourself, pour into you, then you can pour into others. Then what you can do with your family, your community, is pretty amazing, because you've got an amazing product. It's just fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule, and there's no way that we can get that naturally ourselves anymore through produce. You just be eating all day long and you're still not going to get everything out of that fruit and vegetable. But then we've got this amazing this tribe, this culture, along with this amazing opportunity. So hopefully we touched on everything. If you're watching this back in a recording or watching this live, if we didn't get all your questions answered, please reach out to whoever it was that sent you this link and get those questions answered, because if you're anything like me, I'm sure you'll have some sort of questions, or you'll be excited because there's something you need to know. But definitely worth asking. Big thank you to all the girls who shared tonight. I've had it's been a great night listening to all these amazing shares, and hopefully we'll see you all soon.